You're leaving it on?
Yeah. It's just gone down, hasn't it? Otherwise, overheat. It's normally on.
That high?
Yeah, that high, babe.
That's like right on my neck. Okay.
When do we ever sit in the lounge with the AC off?
I know we don't.
And you've got a hoodie on.
Yeah, I've got a hoodie on because I had a feeling
It's
it was going to
44
be...
degrees outside.
Babe, the AC's literally like on my neck right there. I feel like I haven't done this for ages with you. Why does it feel like that?
Because you haven't.
Because I think we filmed the last one a bit earlier, didn't we?
And before we went away.
Yeah. Yes, because we had a little staycay. But welcome back, guys, to Minding Our Business, a podcast about life in general, marriage, and a bit of everything, and our opinions. I'm Nina. Babe, you missed your cue there. You missed your cue. What comes after I'm Nina?
And then I'm Bobby. And we're not doing the ramble then at the start. So we've
Well,
gone...
we kind of, yeah, we kind of did a little bit, but otherwise I get worried that I'm going to forget to do the intro, so that's why I just did it. But yeah, anyway, so we had a staycay, and how did you find the staycay?
Not long enough.
Yeah, I don't feel like it was long enough, because I feel like by the time we came to the end of it, I feel like we only just started relaxing, to be honest. Like, you know, when it takes a while to get into it and actually fully relax.
Staycay was good, but I just feel like I've been away and I come back and I'm still tired.
You don't feel relaxed at all? Because I feel like we did relax at the end of it.
I felt like, yeah, as soon as I started relaxing, it's time to pack your bags and come back home. We haven't done like a 2-week holiday for ages.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You kind of need a 2-week holiday.
Yeah, no, we haven't been away like even longer than a week. Even when we went to Switzerland, it was 4 nights.
Yeah, and then on top of that, the plane journey, so you're double tired.
Right.
Because that was like such a short space of time that we were there, which wasn't really relaxing because we all had things that we were going to do, like a whole itinerary.
It's only a short flight. It's a 6-hour flight.
Yeah, but it's still like, it does take it out of you.
Yeah,
It's not like, if you compare it when you're going on a staycay, it's like you literally get in a car. You don't even need to pack the way that you pack if you're going abroad.
Yeah, you don't have the faff of an airport.
Yeah, so there is a massive difference in that. We had a massage while we were there. We had a couples massage. I forgot to tell the therapist not to massage my stomach. So I don't know if this happens with anyone else, but I don't like my stomach massaged because I just find it really weird. I don't know what it is about it, but the minute, like, the therapist touches my stomach, I don't know, maybe it's just the way they do it, all of a sudden it's like my stomach becomes a pro belly dancer. It's like, it's making all these weird movements. And I'm like, don't touch me there.
Did they not ask you to fill out the form?
Yeah, but...
There's a section that says areas to avoid.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. I forgot to actually say, don't touch my stomach.
You hate that every time.
Yeah, I hate it.
How do you forget when you go in?
I don't know. This time I forgot. I don't usually forget.
Usually so desperate to use the facilities, that's why.
Yeah, I wanted to go in and use the sauna. I love the sauna. Yeah, I forgot to tell her and she decided to do my stomach and it was too late. By the time she'd like slid the towel down, I was like, oh God, I've completely forgotten to tell her. And then for some reason in my head, I was trying not to laugh because I thought, I know, like, Bobby's probably forgot to tell them as well. I don't know why I thought you forgot as well. So I was just, because they usually do the same thing at the same time, don't they? Same area. So I was like, okay, the woman's probably doing Bobby's stomach. And I don't know why I found that so funny. So at the time my stomach was being massaged, I thought that your stomach was being massaged too.
And it actually wasn't. I was getting a nice head massage instead.
Yeah, I wish I told her. It was so annoying. I'm going to remember for the next time. But,
do you know what annoys me?
What?
When I fall asleep in a massage.
Why?
I feel like it's a waste.
Because you don't feel it?
No, that's it. Then all you hear is the bell at the end. Ding! And you're like, what? and it's over.
Yeah.
So I have to force myself to try and stay awake, which that annoys me.
Yeah.
Because then I start snoring and I know that I'm snoring. And I'm trying to like stop myself from snoring. And I can't do it. So my head's down and I'm like, I'm like trying to wake myself up, and I'm like, and I can hear it.
Yeah, I always like, we had a 90-minute massage, and I feel like right at the end, it's like the way we're speaking is like nothing's ever long enough for us, right? Like right at the end of that 90-minute massage, I feel like I'm finally relaxing, then it's over. And then you hear the ding and you're like, okay, this is done. Like 90 minutes goes by so quickly, doesn't it?
I think whenever you're having a good time, it goes by quickly.
Yeah.
So that's what the problem is.
Yeah. But it was a good massage. I really enjoyed it. Like, I felt like I needed that.
When was the last time you had dinner with somebody who annoyed you and it felt like it went by quickly?
Yeah, true.
And there you go. Those dinners that take take the longest.
Yeah.
Suffer through. Are you busy there?
No, I'm reading my
right.
notes on what I'm talking about next.
Tell me not to pick my phone up, and literally you've just sat
I've
there.
got notes on things that have happened throughout the week that I want to talk about.
So what, read them now, and then put your phone
I can't remember
down.
them all. I'm not like you, babe. I can't remember them all just like that. I don't have that kind of like, what's it called?
Memory.
Picture memory. Like
Picture memory.
No, what is it?
Just a memory.
No. No, what's it called when someone says like they've got
Go on, keep going. It's close. Not picture memory.
photo
Close.
Yeah. Memory?
Add a word onto the end of photo. What's photo short for?
Oh, photographic memory. Is that it?
Well,
I don't have a photographic memory
picture memory.
like you. Picture memory. What kind of things annoyed you at the staycay? Was there anything from the staycay that annoyed you? Oh yeah. Oh my god, that's what annoyed me. I didn't realise this annoys me so much, but I know this is really, it might seem really silly, but obviously I can't swim, right? So when I get into a
Not
pool,
obvious, is it?
well, yeah, but you know, right? I can't swim. So when I get into a pool, I get in through, the ladder bit where you walk in. So you go
As
over
opposed
to
to
it.
what?
As opposed to like some people just go on the edge and jump in, or
They're kids that do that.
no, but even like
Adults aren't allowed to jump into the pool.
not jump as in jump.
No, that's called a dive.
Okay, dive. I mean like as in sit on the edge of the pool and slowly put yourself in.
Okay.
Right, whatever you want to call that. I don't do that.
You're making it sound like I run to the edge of the pool and I just jump in.
No, like as in you sit on the edge and then you jump in that way, as opposed to diving in, right? The ladder thing,
Would you be able to dive?
Huh?
Would you be able to dive?
No way.
You just stand up in the pool. So as soon as you get into the water, you just stand up.
No, hold on. As soon as you dive in head first, then what? Because I wouldn't be able to get myself up.
I don't think you're that amazing diver that you're going to go straight down to the floor. Do you think you're going to dive, like, literally go down deep?
No, but I know I'll get all panicky. Like, I'll start panicking.
I'll tell you what I think will happen.
What?
You just belly flop into the water.
Why do you think that would
Because
happen?
you'll try to dive, and then you'll give up just as you take off, and then you'll just...
Probably.
That's what I think would happen.
Probably. As I was saying, I go up to the ladder bit, whatever you call it, and I turn around and I slowly walk in, right? So step down into the pool, and that's how I get in. What was really annoying me is we had beds which were right in front of that, and there was like a couple of guys who were like, they were adults, right? And then they just go up to that bit, like clearly there's another kind of ladder bit on the other side of the pool, and then one on the other end, and then one opposite, right? I'm not going to walk to those areas. That's where I got the bed right in front of this one. They literally went up to it and then sat in the middle of it. That really annoyed me, because it's like, people want to get in. How I don't want to have to go up to you.
Well, they're sat on the stairs?
Yeah.
On the ladder bit, in the middle bit?
Yeah. And I was waiting to go in. I'll be honest, like, I don't really want to... I don't know, I just find it really awkward. Like, if you're around the pool, everyone's, like, in their swimsuits and stuff. Like, you're all, like, quite vulnerable, right? And you're sitting there. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to have to make say, excuse... It's just really weird, like...
How are you vulnerable? Yeah, what, like, you're going to be attacked?
Not vulnerable, but, like, as in...
Any moment now.
They're not like you're going to get attacked or something, but, like, you're all just kind of, like, half naked, and it's just kind of like,
Some
I don't
people
really want to...
absolutely have no problem with that. You saw that last week.
Okay, yeah. I know some people don't, but I don't want to have to talk to you. Just leave how simple is it? Leave all entrances, exits, whatever you want to call them, clear. It's as simple as that. And then also the other thing that really
So what
annoys
did
me...
you do then?
Not only... I just waited until he went. It was really annoying. I think I let it be known that I was annoyed because of the way I was looking, but... Another thing that annoyed me, there's quite a few things, because when I was sitting there for so long, I was just looking around. And the thing is, you still go in. This is the thing, I complain about it, right? But you still go in the pool. It's like you see some people and they're so disgusting. Like one person sneezed and he didn't even like cover his nose or anything or even try. It was just like, achoo, like right into the pool, and it's so disgusting. And it's like, why? And then you go in it yourself and you're like, why am I doing this? And it's not like it's like a really nice place where we went. So it's one of those things where I just feel like you can't control how ill-mannered and unhygienic some people are. But it's just unfortunate that when you go to like a hotel or something, like, it's like, I don't want to have to sacrifice my time in a pool because you couldn't cover your nose. But at the same time, I'm like, it's disgusting. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm literally just in the pool. Do you not ever look at these people and think, what the hell?
No, I do always do something about it.
Like what?
Like that kid that left his slippers.
Yeah. That was... Okay, so imagine that. You know where that kid left his slippers? Yeah. That's where the guy was sitting.
Yeah, but what did I do?
Yeah, but I can't do that with my foot. Like...
No, I would make it awkward for him. Just say I want to get into the water. So if he sat there, either get in or move, get out. Just say, I'd like to get in, please.
So basically, just to give a bit of clarity here. So the area that I'm talking about, where the ladder was, there was some guy who's like, what? He must have been like...
He wasn't a guy, he was a kid. A teenager.
He was about 16, 17?
Yeah, teenager.
About 17,
So he knew what he was doing with life.
Yeah, he wasn't dumb, right?
He's not like a 5-year-old.
Exactly. So he knew what he was doing. At that point, you should have learnt some manners, right? He took off his shoes before getting in the pool, but he put them right in the middle of the ladder bit where you enter the pool or where you exit. When Bobby got into the pool, he just literally walked right over his shoes. Got it, and then basically kicked them to the side.
No, I didn't kick them to the side.
What did you do?
I pretended that I didn't see that they were there.
Yeah.
And I walked into the pool, and I pretended that I accidentally nudged one of them into the water.
Yeah, and then it was just floating around in the pool.
No, then it was tipping on the edge, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was tipping on the edge.
It was on the edge of the pool and the water doing this.
You know what's funny? You were watching it that entire time.
Yeah, and then I was watching it, and then, because it wouldn't get into the water, then I created a wave.
Yeah. So basically, me and him were standing in the pool. I had no idea that he did this. And the next thing I hear, we're talking, and he said, he goes, oh, watch this. He goes, it's nearly in, it's nearly in. And I was like, what is he talking about? And then he goes, watch this. He made a wave, and then that basically made the shoe go into the pool, and he was like, I've done it. And he was so proud of himself. And then...
That kid was on the bed, wasn't he?
The kid was on some, like...
Lilo. But yeah, other than that, nothing annoyed me.
Okay, well, I had a good trip. I had a nice, like, relaxing trip. I could have done with a little bit longer.
I remember the funny bit.
What? Babe, no. No.
Let's talk about that.
No. So, I read recently, and I don't know if this is true or not, right? So, don't quote me on this, but apparently, with the new iOS 18 update, apparently there are going to be 2 types of red receipts. So...
Red what?
Red receipts. Sometimes when I say things too much, I can't get the words out.
It's because your tongue's too big for you.
I know.
Red receipts.
I'm so glad someone else actually agrees with me there.
Red receipts.
I'm telling you, sometimes I can't say certain words because it just... Like, when I'm filming for the other channel, you must have seen it because you edit the videos, right? How often I can't say a specific word.
No, I know that.
It's literally my tongue is way too big for my mouth.
Alright, you've gone off on a tangent.
Okay, yeah, anyway. There are two types of red
receipts.
Yeah. Okay, so one will be read from notification at so-and-so time.
Right.
One will be actually opened at so-and-so time. So again, I'm not sure if this is true.
Now everyone's going to turn everything off.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is true, but what do you think about that? Because obviously we've discussed the whole red receipts before.
This has made it worse.
Do you think?
Yeah.
People are going to be too scared to...
No, because I think what happened before... Not really, because people who've turned the red receipts off, it doesn't matter to them. So this will make no difference to them.
Yeah.
But for people who try and be a bit clever and read the message as it comes in, you know, when you can hold down on it, read it, and then they're like, oh, I'll read it properly later. I think for them it might be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, so again, don't know if that's actually the case, but I thought it was quite interesting, like how people are going to navigate that. What are the new ways are they going to come up with? But you're right, it could be that they're just think, you know what, forget it, I'm just not even going to bother. Like, I just won't bother reading it at all. Like, you people just cut off from you, literally. Anything else you've got to add from the week?
No, because it was quite a chilled week last week. Went away, did pretty much nothing all week, which was nice. Did minimal work, which was nice. Do you know what I miss? The days that I could go away without my laptop.
The days that you can...
Used to be able to go away without a laptop, just go away, enjoy
Yeah.
your holiday, switch off. Whereas now, you have to take it with you. So it's always open before breakfast, go and have breakfast, come back, check my laptop, respond, go down to the pool, come back, check my laptop. So it's always open at some point.
Yeah. I do actually, I have thought about this a few times. I do really miss the days where we didn't have so much technology. It was just a lot it's just so simple, wasn't it?
What?
Just generally,
Life.
you're not as stressed as what you are because you're everything is so accessible now. And I know it's made things a lot easier and there are plenty of positives in it. But because of work, you end up being so accessible. So that it's harder to kind of like switch off.
I think they're introducing that law, aren't they, in the UK? Have you read that?
No, what?
Where employees aren't allowed to contact employees after working hours.
Really? Do you actually think everyone's going to follow that?
I don't know. But apparently I read up on it that they were thinking about doing that.
I wonder how law firms are going to do that. That's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be followed.
Yeah. I don't know if all companies have to abide by it or what. But
Yeah.
just going on from that is just how crazy life is. Like I've said this before. I think life used to be better before. You know, like when you're growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
Now I'll sound really old when I say that. The good old days. But they were the good old days. Because I could go home from school, quickly have something to eat, get my bike, go out and play with my friends. And you had to be home before dark. So when
Yeah.
summer was here, you can go out and play longer. When winter's here, you know, right, you're not allowed out because of the dark, because it's dark. Now it's just crazy. Like crime levels back.
Yeah, that
in
is
the UK.
pretty insane.
You can't do anything now.
I mean, obviously, we're lucky with that side of things here in this country. Like, it's not like there's no crime here, but it's definitely not as, like, to the level of, like, the UK.
Yeah, that's just madness.
Like, that's actually crazy because I feel like if you put a lot of work into trying to earn a certain amount of money and then you decide that, you know what, you want to treat yourself and you want to buy something nice for yourself. Like, say, for example, if you buy a watch, like, I would say out there, you can't even wear half of the stuff that you actually buy.
Yeah, because you're targeted.
Yeah. Like, it's
Forget
not
even a
as...
watch, just walking around with a phone. Something that everybody's
Yeah.
got.
That is insane. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's
So a
gonna
watch is a
have...
luxury.
Yeah.
Phones have okay. A phone is a luxury, but it's become more of a necessity now. So you have to carry it around, and you get stolen. It's not car thefts.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? It does make me feel very grateful for being able to live here, though. Like, that side of
That's
things.
fine. Yeah, we live here, but this is like reality for other people, though.
Yeah, of course. I'm not saying that it's not a reality. I'm
No,
saying that...
yeah, no. I know we're fortunate living here, but you imagine. Okay, we made the move to come out here, but if we lived in the UK, that'd be our reality.
Yeah, but it's only after being here that you kind of appreciate that safety when you compare it to other places. Sometimes you forget about it because you're so blasé here and you're
Well,
so
you're
kind of
reminded
used
pretty
to
quickly
it.
as soon as you land.
Yeah, the minute you land somewhere else, like, you're like, okay, you're so aware of your surroundings because you're worried, you know, is your bag open or what you're wearing and things like that. So you kind of take it for granted when you're here, but it's actually such a huge plus of being here.
Yeah. I guess you just take it for granted, don't you, when you go out?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I do remember though. You know, while I was sat there by the pool just scrolling,
Yeah.
so obviously I was just like literally on the bed just looking at stuff. The nonsense people post. I guess because I had more time last week because
Yeah.
I just sat there doing nothing. I was just like scrolling,
Yeah.
which is a bad habit in itself. But I had nothing to do because I was just sat there. But the stupidity of some people, or they think you're stupid.
Why?
No, so somebody that I know posted a picture of him driving. So they had their phone like that, like they're taking a picture, right? So you can see they're driving in the background. Speed as obviously whatever speed they're going at, which they shouldn't be doing anyway. Why are you taking a photo of yourself driving?
Yeah.
I was about to concentrate on the road, but that wasn't the point.
Yeah, it was to show their watch. Or what they're driving, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
So those kind of pictures annoy you?
Like, one, who cares where you're going? Because nobody can see. So why are we taking a photo of where you're going? If I was driving down that road, who cares?
Yeah, but you can say that about a lot of stuff on social media, can't you? Like, that's just, it's like there shouldn't basically be social media then.
Is that what it's for then, social media?
No, I'm saying that that's what a lot of people use it for. Let's be honest.
What, to show off?
Yeah.
Sad,
Not that I agree with it.
sad people then. Can you remember those days when you used to go to like a family's house and they'd pull out a photo album? Can you remember?
Yeah.
And then they'd go through all their pictures and stuff. Did you ever see any photos of people like taking pictures like that?
No.
Well, I thought it was the thing to do.
Are you saying this towards me?
No, I'm just saying that I'm trying to remember the days that I used
Yeah,
to see.
obviously no one did it. But that's more of a today thing. That's what people...
Like, did people not have Rolexes back then?
Oh my God, babe. I'm not saying that people didn't have those things. I'm saying people didn't need to, they didn't want to show off as much about it because we didn't have social media. We didn't have anything to be able to openly see what other people are doing, what they're wearing.
Okay. So the fact is that Rolexes did exist back then.
Yeah.
Cars existed back then.
Yeah.
Right. What did people buy them for back then? If they couldn't show everybody what they've got.
Well, I think they bought things for a very different reason to what people buy things today.
Correct.
For.
This is my point. So a
Yeah,
lot of people now buy stuff to show and impress other people.
No, I feel like what it should be for is the same reasons as back in the day, which is that maybe you like it personally. It's got nothing to do with what anyone else thinks of you, or nothing to do with how it may make you.
How it may look you in the face.
It's got nothing to do with how it may make you look to others. It should have more to do with, you know what, I personally love this type of car, or I personally love this watch. This is like an achievement for me or a goal, and I want that to be able to feel like either good about myself or whatever reason. That kind of stuff is fine, I think. But when you buy things purely to give the perception of some type of lifestyle, that's a side I think is actually quite sad.
A lot of these people have got pot.
Yeah, true.
Right? So whatever they've bought on credit cards or on loans or deferred payments or whatever they've done, what's the point?
It's true.
Nobody takes photos of their investments, puts that on social media, do they?
Yeah, it is very true. I agree with you. Honestly, I just like.
Why? Because that's not impressive.
Yeah, I know.
So why would I post my property portfolio? No, nobody cares. But I wear a full Gucci tracksuit, shall I? Then I look cool.
Yeah, I know. It's just really sad, isn't it? It's really bizarre that that's the way the world's gone. What annoys me are kind of friends or people that you know that don't like your posts on social media.
I don't care.
I know you don't care, but it's different for me because I am
Why
like
do you care?
my business. It's my business, isn't it? It's not like it's like my fun social media account, which is my life.
Yeah, but do your friends put the money in your pocket?
No, but listen. Obviously, what you're saying is like it fully makes sense. You are right. I know exactly. I knew what your stance was going to be on this, right?
But then it shows who your friends are.
I knew what your stance was going to be on this, but I can tell you right now that there are a lot of people out there that do find it annoying. Complete strangers are more inclined to support your business online with shares, likes, comments, right, than the people you actually know and you would assume would show you that support. That's the bit that's frustrating for a lot of people in my position.
I've told
when
you
it's
this.
your work, when it's your business.
But I've told you this. Your biggest fan is somebody that you don't know, and your biggest enemy is somebody that's close to you.
And I agree with you there.
So then there you go. There's your answer.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean it's not for like annoying. That's what my point is. It's not like I'm sitting here crying over it. Like there are people who probably let it upset them way more than like it doesn't upset me, but it does annoy me.
See, I get it. Like, okay, fine, yours is like for as a business.
Yeah.
I get annoyed if I post a story and somebody responds to it.
Because you don't want that interaction.
No,
But then at the same
just
time,
look at the story and move on. Do what I do.
okay, but then I could say the same thing to you. Why do you even bother having it open then?
Exactly, that's why I don't post anything.
But why have you got it then?
Why have I got Instagram?
Yeah.
So I can keep up. Mainly, you want to see my explore page?
What?
Cycling.
Cycling.
Stuff. Yeah. So I can keep up with all the brands, the new releases.
You just don't want the
races.
interaction.
No.
Yeah. See, when I just feel like when it is a
Look,
business, it's slightly different.
I had a great ride on Sunday. Went and did like so many. Went and saw all the tourist attractions right on the bike.
Yeah.
Went to the Khalifa. Rode by Burj Al Arab.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Yeah,
by
so
the way.
I've got all these pictures there on my phone. Not one made it onto social media.
If I was cycling the way you're cycling, oh my God, I would have so many amazing pictures.
Yeah, not one made it onto social media. Not a reel, not a story, not a post. Do you know why? Because people start asking me questions.
Yeah.
They'll start dropping comments.
Okay, so we understand what you think about that, right? I get it.
Yeah, but
Right.
if that, okay, let's say I posted those pictures on social media,
Yeah.
I wouldn't care who liked it and who didn't.
Yeah, you didn't. So this is what I'm about to ask you. I fully understand. Everyone listening and watching knows what your stance is on this topic. It's my face on social media, right? I'm the one who's posting on there and everything. And the social media side is kind of me. If you had your social media and it was you're the face of it and it was the business side, now how would you feel? You still may not feel the same way I feel, because I just feel like men and women are very different. Men are not probably as emotional about these things, so there's definitely going to be a difference there anyway. But how would you? You're not going to have the same point of view as what you currently do, because your social media is not for business. But if it was for business, would you kind of understand where I'm coming from when it comes to like people who show support, people who don't?
No, because they'll just show me their true colours.
But that's the part where what you've just said, that is the part that becomes frustrating to people like me, because that's what's not upsetting about it, but that's what's kind of like annoying, because it's like, it's almost like, damn, you've shown me your true colours. Really didn't expect that from you, and it's really annoying that you've actually turned out to be that way. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but let's say I opened a coffee shop, right? And I've got a very close friend who doesn't come to my coffee shop.
Yeah.
I'd know that he's not really my friend.
Yeah, and that's
Or
unfortunately...
or then you've got the other flip side. He comes because he wants free coffee every time.
Yeah, so you do have that side of it as well.
So that's
It's the same thing with social media.
So either he doesn't come and he doesn't support the business, or he comes and he wants free coffee. So he's not supporting the business. Influencers or content creators, whatever they're called nowadays, will post stuff, and for them it is a business. So yeah, they're getting paid. Like some are getting paid for whatever they've posted, and they've got to create content. You know, like continue for the likes, the shares. You know, the engagement. I get all of that, and then you get the non-influencers. They think they're influencers.
Or they'll want to be influencers.
Yeah, and they're taking pictures like they're influencers.
Yeah.
That baffles me. Or what are you doing?
I mean, it could be that they're trying to start. Do you know what I mean? It could be that they're trying to get that started. In which case, I get it, because everyone starts somewhere. So are you talking about the people who stay there and they don't really ever do anything with it?
Yeah. Like people that I know, like somebody I know went to an air show and started posting pictures of the pictures out of him at the air show. Not even influencer pics, like a memory book of, his day out. I liked all of them. So I understand the psychology of this, right? If I'm like a normal person who sees this stuff, I'm more inclined to like stuff like that than me seeing somebody pretending to be an influencer sat at a restaurant, like posing with whatever, like bottle of wine they're drinking or whatever, or what they're eating.
Yeah, I get it's a very different aesthetic, I think.
But so it's human psychology. Like, how long will it be where people are just going to continue living for likes?
I do feel like we're slowly getting, like, feeds are becoming a little bit more kind of less curated now. Like, I've noticed from some of the people I follow, like, I do feel like it's leaning more, going back to basics a little bit more, where it's not so heavily kind of staged, if that makes sense. Like, people still take those pictures sitting at a restaurant, whereas I might have taken that before, but things are so heavily edited now that it just turns into this kind of glossy post, which just doesn't look real. It just looks quite fake, unfortunately. And nowadays I'm seeing more natural pictures where it's not so heavily edited. It's, a couple of different posts of you laughing and maybe looking a bit goofy, and it's just a picture that you took while you were out. I think a lot of it has to do with how you edit it as well.
Yeah.
Because, like, these pictures that you're talking about, that your friend went to an air show, guaranteed they're not edited.
No, not at all.
And the fact that they're not edited...
I could tell you why. The way he even uploaded them onto Instagram.
Yeah, but the fact that they're not edited just makes them so much more real. Whereas imagine if that same person went and edited his pictures and it looked all glossy and all the colours were popping.
Not interested.
It's probably going to look so different to you, right?
Not interested. See, this is the thing. I don't know. I may be odd. I'm the odd one out. Yeah, no, look, I get the whole content creator influencer thing, because I've seen what you do with it and stuff, but it's the people who aren't content creators.
Yeah, I think it's the people that are not content creators, and also the content creators stroke influencers that are not authentic with their work. like, you can't really put them into any category because they'll take every brand deal. Do you know what I mean? Those are also the ones that I feel like, I just don't feel like you can trust them.
Yeah.
Going back to what I was saying very quickly, just a point that I feel like I missed was this whole thing of friends not liking your posts. I think because, see, and guys, whoever's listening, please let us know in the comments. Like, if you have dealt with this yourself, let us know, because I've read a lot about this, especially on Threads, which I'm going to go on to shortly anyway. And it's quite crazy how many people actually are on the same page as me when it comes to this. Some people let it get to them a lot more. Some people don't. Some people are just frustrated and annoyed by it, like me. But, you know, you're not sitting there crying about it. So let us know what you think. But I think another thing that really frustrates me is when you have people that you know who claim to be friends who don't like your posts, clearly like other people's posts, but then when you do see them, it's kind of like they know what you've been doing. So like they'll mention, oh, you did this, or you went there, only if you mention it, and they'll talk to you about, oh yeah, I did see on your social media you did this. But it's like, if you saw it, why didn't you like it? And that only applies to the people who like other people's posts. If you generally don't like people's posts, I totally get that. I'm not expecting anyone to do something they don't usually do.
Can I help you out here?
What?
I don't think they like you.
Yeah. That makes more sense. And I think from my perspective, especially from a female point of view, it's having to come to terms with that. We know that. I think most of us know what you're saying is true, and we deep down know it, but it's coming to terms with the fact that that is the case.
I don't know why that baffles you. Okay, let me give
It's
you...
not baffling.
Okay, hold on, here you go.
It's not like I'm sitting there thinking,
I'll give
why
you,
don't you
I'll
like
give you a real
me?
life scenario, right? What happened with me on Sunday. So I was out on a bike ride, right? So a friend of mine said, oh, we're going to start at this location. We're going to go and do this loop, blah, 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 right? We'll go to the beach, go do a city ride. So I said, okay, fine. No, not a problem. We'll do that. Started off with him. So me, him and two other people started off at the start location. And then we had to go and pick somebody else up, two other people up.
When you say pick them up,
en route. So we started at one location,
yeah,
and then we ride to another location, pick them up on the way, and then we all carry on.
They ride with you.
Yeah. So they said, "Oh, we'll meet you outside the cycling track." So we said, "Fine." So it turned up there because it's the car park. Somebody else bumped into the two guys that we know and said, "Oh, do you mind if I join you guys?" Right? We welcomed them in. Right? So it's our group. We all know each other. This person who's a stranger to the group wanted to ride with us. We welcomed him in. Said, yeah, fine, no worries, come and join us. This is what we're doing. Happy to have you along. Introduced ourselves. He introduced us, right? We started the ride and he was on his phone, messaging another friend of his.
While you're riding?
Yeah. And as we were riding, so we stopped off at one location to have pictures. So the guys are all taking pictures. This guy turns up, sees me, turns up there, knows that he doesn't like me. So him and this other mate don't even say bye to us, got on their bikes and rode off.
That's so rude.
Right? That might be rude. Do you know what I did? Carried on and enjoyed my ride.
Yeah, and you're right, babe. I totally agree with what you're saying. You're 100% right.
So this isn't even on
but
social media.
But it's just harder to do.
You're like, oh, they haven't done it. And that's behind a phone screen, behind an app. Somebody's done it to my face. They've turned up, saw that I was there, picked their friend up and rode off.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Right? So this is what I mean. And I did, not once did it bother me. I came home, enjoyed the rest of my day, did exactly what I was going to do for the rest of the day. Didn't bother me. Actually, told other friends about it, and we all had a laugh about it. How funny it was that he wasn't expecting me there. He turned up. And this guy's got a problem with me, not even the other way around. Like when I heard he was coming, I was like, yeah, fine, let him join.
It's crazy, isn't it? What people are like.
So this is what I mean. Like, why? Somebody doesn't like your post. I see people's posts. I don't like it.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that this keeps me up at night. It definitely doesn't. Far from it. But it's just like I said, I read somewhere online recently on Threads.
I don't think you should let it bother you.
People were having a conversation about it, and I found it interesting.
I know, but
I'm totally over it. Trust me, but it's just, and the part that I think that kind of gets to you is where you're like, it's coming to that realization that this person probably doesn't like you. But it's like, if you don't like someone, don't talk to them then. Don't fake it. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather not have anyone in my life that doesn't like me secretly, but then they're pretending to like me.
See, I've got more respect for that guy because he rode off.
Yeah, I'd rather that.
Because he rode off, he didn't want to ride with me. So he let me have a good ride and he had a good ride himself. Rather than, imagine that 2 hours we're both in the same convoy.
And it's fake.
Yeah.
When it comes to social media, if you don't like someone, unfollow them. I'd rather someone unfollow me if they don't like me. Like, why are you trying to annoy yourself every day by looking at someone that annoys you? Like, why are you doing that? So, on another note, you know what Threads is?
Listen, I'm not that out of touch.
Okay, I just need to check. Okay, so Threads is kind of, I feel like it's kind of replaced Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I actually cannot stand X now. I just think that I honestly just need to delete my account. It's just so ridiculous on there. But Threads is actually, I'm really enjoying Threads. So I joined like when it first came out, and I started posting a few bits here and there. Couldn't get the hang of it, kind of left it. And then I logged on the other day and I like had over 20,000 followers, and I'm like, what the hell?
That's why you like it.
No, it's not why I like it. So you can just hit follow whoever you follow on Instagram, automatically ends up following you on there. So it's quite understandable why you might get a decent amount of follows on it. But I started reading it, and it's a really nice community. I actually prefer it to Instagram, and it's closer to the YouTube community. You are not obviously on it, but it's actually a really nice community. Like, I quite enjoyed like reading people's, it's like Twitter. So you won't really see many pictures or anything like that. It's more so like their kind of like whatever their thoughts are for the day or their opinion on whatever. And it's actually really interesting. You might want to sign up if you were on Twitter before. I don't know if you were, but...
I was on Twitter.
No, but I'm actually really enjoying it. But that was a random piece of information I wanted to share with you. I actually found that the people on there are actually very nice and they're not judgy. Whereas I feel like Instagram is quite judgy. But...
Oh, is it?
Yeah. The Threads is actually really nice. If you're not on Threads, guys, whoever's listening or watching, head over to Threads. I think you might like it. I quite liked it. So should we move on to some listener questions?
Yeah.
Yeah? So we've got a few. I'm going to just pick out some random ones. So some of them are just comments that they've left. So this one is, again, not going to read out the names if it's kind of jumbled up usernames. Bobby's really a genuine person. Don't get a lot of them these days. Nina, I'm so happy to hear that you read stories on Medium. Do you remember when you were like, oh, what article you were reading? I'm a writer on the platform. How amazing. I haven't posted something recently, but hearing that you read stories on this platform inspires me to write more. Well, I'm so glad. Medium is actually a great platform for kind of like up-and-coming, aspiring writers. And it's actually really interesting because it's very informative as well. You can search for anything on there. So here's another one. Hello from Texas, USA. I enjoyed yet another podcast. It was very pleasant. I am now starting to look forward to it. You are both very funny. The topics were good. I found it funny that Bobby likes Latinas. And then the next thing she's written is, I happen to be Latina.
How you doing?
Nico is the best boy. Sending you all the love. Much love to you all. Thank you so much. And we've got a would you rather from someone. This is from Lynette. Here's a would you rather. Would you rather have an expensive vehicle and cheap clothes, or a cheap vehicle and expensive clothing? What would you rather have?
Nice, kind, cheap clothes.
Same. Did you think mine was going to be the other way around?
I wasn't sure about yours.
Yeah.
I've always loved cars.
I would rather
So
have...
I'd rather drive a nice car.
Yeah.
Only because I'm passionate about it, about cars. I have been as a kid. I wouldn't put it on social media.
Okay, so this is from Mally. Wow, Bobby looked at the camera when he said hello. Progress. Glad to hear that you feel this is an outlet for you to vent about what annoyed you during the week. Nina, you're absolutely right. There is so much stress in the world and plenty serious stuff. So this podcast is really refreshing and light and enjoyable. Keep it going. Nico is adorable. Loved all the topics in today's chat. Agree on most things. Happy to hear you guys love New York City, even though it has seen better days pre-COVID. Hoping it gets back to its former glory. Enjoy your staycation. Hope you both get some much needed R&R and return refreshed. Thank you so much, Mally. That was really nice. See, everyone's noticing little things like, you know, you looking at the camera. Did you look at the camera today? I can't remember.
I need to make sure it's on.
So someone has put, you guys seriously crack me up, and Love is Blind UK has the reunion tomorrow, FYI. I watched it this morning while I was having breakfast. I have to say, the reunion wasn't as good as the USA reunions, because I feel like it's a lot more kind of, you could tell when things were about to get heated, the presenters were like really shutting it down, just like, oh no, it's like, let's move on, which is fine. But with the USA one, it's like, they just like let go. They're just like, Oh, okay, I want to hear what you have to say. But I feel like you have to be really careful now anyway, because you don't know if someone could get bullied online and things like that. So I guess it's kind of good that they didn't, go into it as much. Okay, so here's another one from Lazara. Hi, Nina and Bobby. This podcast is amazing, so relatable with my hubby and I. Loving every second of it and wishing you both all the success in the world. I do have a couple of would you rathers that I think would be fun. So she's got a couple. I'm going to read one of them out. Would you rather want the ability to speak all the languages in the world or the ability to speak to all the animals in the world? I'd want animals. I think that would be amazing. Oh my god, I could speak to Nico. That'd be so cool.
It is a tough one. I do think languages are important, and I think it's good to be able to communicate with other people in their home country language. But I'd pick animals.
Yeah, you've got to.
I've lost faith in humanity.
Yeah.
Like
Imagine that.
I'd rather be able to speak to my dog than a
Yeah.
human. Imagine that. I think dogs are great.
Dogs are the best thing.
Yeah.
Like, we genuinely do not deserve them. They're so good.
Like amazing creatures.
Yeah. So, Susie has put, hey, Bobby, you can never stop doing this podcast. It's not boring and we all love it so much.
I don't understand what people find entertaining.
I don't know, maybe it's just because it's real, right? We don't plan anything. We just chat.
We do, and like I've always said, I say stuff which I think is probably controversial because people don't agree with it.
Yeah.
But here I'm telling you what I think and what I feel. And I'm guessing some people obviously resonate.
Yeah. Someone else has put, hi Nina, Bobby and Nico. This was another great time. I enjoy both of your personalities. I think you all are a good influence on your subscribers. Your honesty and transparency are great. Sending you love from Texas. That is very nice. Thank you so much. It's actually really nice to hear what people think because we don't know how it comes off, right? And like you said, you don't know if it's going to bore people or...
Plus, I think there's a lot less of it in the world.
What, just transparency?
Transparency, honesty, integrity, people just trying to sell you stuff or rip you off, take your money for whatever they can.
Yeah. And I find it interesting actually reading some of these comments because obviously you guys listen or watch and some of the topics that Bobby and I discuss, we have a difference of opinion on. And it's really interesting to hear what you guys think, not who you side with or anything, because I don't think it's a case of siding, but just like there are comments that I've read where people like fully agree with you. And then there are comments where people agree with me. And I find that quite interesting because there's just such a mixture of people around. And like, it just goes to show that there are some people that think like me, some people that think like you. And I think that's what actually makes this podcast interesting because we are so different when it comes to our approach of things, right?
Yeah.
And our understanding of things. Okay, so moving on to the next one. It says, Nina, all of your photos from Switzerland are absolutely amazing. For people who were not there, it doesn't matter whether you were actually laughing, looking somewhere or not. It all looks very natural, and at least for me, it doesn't matter whether you stayed, ate, experienced, etc. what you post. It's just nice to see all these places and learn that they exist. I lived in Switzerland for a long time, for about 5 years, and travelled around but never visited these places. So thank you, and tell Bobby to back off. She's put laughing emoji. You both are great. Thank you to both of you, especially Bobby, who is fighting his camera phobia to do this podcast. That is actually a really nice message, and I actually find that quite interesting because...
You've got a super fan, that's
No.
why.
Do you know what I find really interesting about this is that you have some good points, right? And coming away from that podcast, I did think to myself, oh, I must be like boring people with the Switzerland thing. But it's actually nice to hear from someone who, A, isn't my partner, B, isn't an influencer or content creator, is actually the kind of person that you kind of want to appeal to, right? The normal, everyday person, understand what their view is on it. Like, how do they perceive it? Because I'm not saying, like, not everyone who follows me on social media thinks the way this girl does.
Yeah, but you got to understand from my perspective.
Lana.
I was there with you.
Yeah.
So for me, it's boring.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Right. So that's there you go. That answers that question.
Yeah.
So for people who weren't there.
Yeah, but even then, it's like you still don't know because you're there, I'm there. You know, you end up questioning yourself sometimes, like, oh, you know. And I'll be honest, before you even said it's getting a bit boring, I thought to myself secretly that okay, I know I've kind of killed it a bit with the Switzerland thing, but you know, sometimes you don't have something to post, so you go into your backup folder, and a lot of it is Switzerland at the moment. So it's just nice to hear from someone who actually follows you and isn't a content creator and isn't someone that you know, what their opinion of it is. So I really appreciate your message, Lana. Hopefully it is Lana because I'm just reading the beginning bit of your username, but thank you so much. I'm just going to read a couple of more and then we're kind of done. Okay, so next one is, oh my God, you read my comment. You and Bobby are so real and relatable. I just love your beautiful relationship. I'm over the moon. I immediately showed everyone. My name is Irma. Hopefully I've pronounced that right. I'm from South Africa and I really adore you both. Thank you so much. You want to give Irma a shout out?
How do you do that?
You just say, hi, Irma.
Hi, Irma.
I can tell like how uncomfortable he was when he said that. Okay, another one.
I do like South Africa as well.
Your husband is amazing.
It's funny how everybody seems to think that apart from you.
Who said I don't think you're amazing? I wouldn't be with you if that was the case, would I?
Yeah, but I'll tell everybody, right? You have to tame me on these podcasts. There's so much stuff I can't say because you keep saying, oh, you can't say that, you can't say that. So you have to tame me. So that's why I feel like I'm having my wings clipped every time we do a podcast.
Babe, only because, A, I don't want to be cancelled.
You won't be cancelled.
Right, yeah. You never know. Trust me, I would be cancelled.
You won't be cancelled.
Trust me, I would.
If anyone gets cancelled, it'll be me.
Yeah, and who are you
Yeah, but you've not said it, have you?
Yeah, but you're not on social media.
No, my opinion.
People will turn to me to try and get to you.
It's my opinion. I've got a lot more that I can say.
Yeah, I know you
about
do.
Stuff.
I know you do.
And I have, my opinions are quite valid.
Yeah, and also the other reason is you're not very PC.
I just say things as it is.
Yeah, but you know. Anyway, your husband is amazing. I get up and get the manager. I have season tickets to the Tennessee Titans, and someone behind me started smoking. I used the text number to tell on the person, and security came down and took care of it.
Amazing. I commend you for that.
Yeah, so she clearly does what you do.
That's
what he would do.
There should be more humans like that.
Good.
And how inconsiderate. The person behind.
Yeah, that is. What was that?
Oh, it's only sizzling, wasn't it? I don't know if it's Nico.
Okay, so, oh my God, this is from Mally again. Oh my God, finally, I must have checked 3 times since morning, New York time for the new episode. Was holding off on that second coffee. Grabs an iced latte and streams on TV. I'm so done with watching this on the phone. This is insane, right? This actually is insane, because obviously I checked the comments, right? And
I hate that.
At the, what?
Insane.
It's just the way I speak, babe.
It's not the way you speak.
It is, I've said it so many times
But
before.
why? It's not insane, is it?
That's just the way I speak.
But it's not insane.
So what? What is that? That is very worrying. Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Doesn't it sound like what I think it sounds like?
You think it's a snake?
Oh, don't. It's scaring me. I heard it. Oh my God, this is freaking me out. Babe, you're hearing the same thing as me, right? Twice it's happened.
Okay, just finish it off and then we can...
Okay, I don't know. This is very bizarre, guys. I know we've gone a bit weird. But it's because we keep hearing some kind of like hissing. Hissing, is that what you call it?
There is a noise, but you're just saying, what noise do snakes make? Yeah, right, there you go. So that's what you want. So this, I don't know what it is, but we'll have a look.
Anyway, it sounds very weird. But anyway, yeah, moving on. What I find insane, and I use that word a lot, I don't, like, it's not a big deal, babe. You have your vocabulary, I have mine. I do find it crazy that when we first started this, it literally was like hardly any comments, and now we have so many comments that we go through. It is pretty crazy. It's like it's slowly growing, and I just find it so nice that it's growing and people are actually enjoying this, because we're just literally sitting here having a chat, doing our own thing and just being normal.
Yeah, I didn't think it'd grow like this.
Did you not?
I didn't think people would be interested. I was kind of hoping like people wouldn't be interested.
I think you've made that very clear. Everyone knows that. That's why everyone's commenting saying, Bobby, you're doing a great job. Which is actually so nice of them because they're trying to actually encourage you and give you that, like,
No, I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate the nice comments,
yeah,
but I don't live for likes.
this is not for likes.
What is it for?
This is to be relatable and to just infuse a little bit of laughter into people's lives.
No, I'm glad I'm glad that people are enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that people find the funny side of me. They appreciate my humour. They appreciate my jokes. I wish more people would appreciate.
Like I do, you mean?
You don't.
Of course I do. How do you think I've lasted this long with you?
By telling me that I need to cut down on my
No,
sarcasm.
I don't think you need to cut down. I think it just sometimes when it's all directed at me, it becomes a little bit much.
Oh, sorry, I'll direct it at the coffee table.
No, I'm just saying you can be so I'm just saying sometimes you've got to read the room with me and you. That's all it is. You just need to learn to read the room a bit. That's it. Otherwise, I love your humour. I love your personality. I think you're amazing. When someone tells you this, especially me, you should learn to just. The problem is he doesn't like compliments. He can't handle compliments.
What do you want me to do?
Say thanks.
No, thank you.
Okay, I think that is about it for today. I think we're done.
I felt well uncomfortable today.
Why?
I don't know, like with the cameras and stuff.
That's weird.
I know.
Anyway, I think we're done for today. If you have any questions, guys, let us know. We want some more questions coming in. Anything to do with marriage, life in general, whatever, let us know. And don't forget to subscribe, hit like, and hit the little bell notification button so that you don't miss any of our future videos. Because we had a couple of comments saying that, look, when's your next podcast out? And there's been so many out. So make sure you do hit that bell button because that way you're not going to miss any of our future videos.
If you want to. No pressure.
Yeah, if you want to. If you don't want to miss any, then hit the notification bell. We are going to see you next time. So bye, guys. Babe, you got to say bye. Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.